are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot to discuss. So the first thing on the docket is Queen Bee having Nicki Minaj's back. Okay? Unfortunately, Camel Face sabotaged it though. But Big Sean basically said that Queen Bee was telling him to put Nicki Minaj on the I Don't F With You hit single that came out many years ago. As we know, that song was a diss to Naya Rivera, R.I.P., who used to date Big Sean.
Like, this is about to be the one, or you realize after, like, oh shit, I did not think this was gonna be the hit.
Nah, hell no. I just was having fun. I was in the studio with Mustard, and like, I was just fucking around. Like, I was really trying to make a song, like this Too Short song. I heard the beat, and I was just like, freestyle that shit, and like, I almost didn't want to use it. And I remember even when I was about to put my album Dark Sky Paradise out, you know, my A&R, No ID, and I remember Jay-Z and Beyonce too. I went to their house and was playing them the songs, and Beyonce was like, it's a little disrespectful. Maybe you should put Nicki Minaj on it, like, so a female, like, for a female's voice. And then Jay-Z was like, nah, it's hearted though. He was like, people gonna get it that it's just you having fun, like.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. Seems as though Queen Bee was having Nicki Minaj's back, but Camel Face said, nah. Okay, you don't need Nicki on the record. Now, Nicki would have ate I Don't F With You up though. She would have ate it up. But I don't mind E40 being on the record. It makes sense for E40 to be on the record because that's his sound. But Nicki would have ate that up. Now, in hindsight, even though Camel Face does not like Nicki Minaj and he has put a strain between Nicki and Queen Bee's relationship, I think the main reason why he was saying Nicki don't need to be on the record is because, you know, even though the song is disrespectful and you're dissing your ex-girlfriend, you know, people are not going to take it too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need a female on the record just because you're dissing a female. I think that's what he really meant, okay? Even though we already know he don't mess with Nicki. But I think that's what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's disrespectful, people are not going to take it seriously. Plus, Nicki Minaj already worked with Big Sean on the Ass remix, okay? But look at Queen Bee having Nicki Minaj's back and all the barbs be shading Queen Bee. And she was trying to get Nicki Minaj another feature because she loved Nicki. If it wasn't for Camel Toe, they could have put out their other collaboration that they have in the stash. Won't come out because of Camel Face. But they have like 2 or 3 collaborations in the stash that Camel Face won't allow to come out. But only if he wasn't around. She should have married a white man. Now, moving on from that, fans are dragging Nicki Minaj, okay? Because, unfortunately, Trinidad Killer, Eskimo, featuring Nicki Minaj, only did 11,000 streams. Okay, now, you know, that's what it was reported. Okay, that it only did 11,000 streams, and that Cardi B's song with Partisan Fontaine, Toot That Ass Up, did 300,000 streams. So people are calling out Nicki Minaj for, you know, that song doing poorly on Paylify. Here's my thing. I didn't see it on Paylify. I have Paylify, and I did not see it on Paylify. I saw it on YouTube. I think the song got removed, and then it went back on, and then it got removed. They was playing games with it. And that is why the song did low streams. And I'll be honest with you, because I have Paylify, and I did not see the song. And I saw it on YouTube. So I think something happened with the song on Paylify. I think it was on there, taken off. Remember, Nicki Minaj said that the label did not want her to drop it. So they could have removed it. She already exposed, you know, the labels for basically trying to remove the record off streaming platforms.
You wouldn't believe how much is being done to keep these little tiny songs off of streaming, child. Yeah, So that's when I really realized, wow, I'm really the mother queen. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. I don't need nobody to not be around in order for me to shine. I am the star in any room that I stand in.
Now, as we know, the short leprechaun man dissed Megan on his new album. He said in the song Peterson, restraining orders in prison, that is crazy. Devil Nation coming for Milagro, that's really funny. They trying to find ways to relate it to me. What more do these N-words want from me? I guess taking me away from my 7-year-old son wasn't enough to make you breathe. So, I guess he do not care what Devil Nation got in store because he's still dissing, Megan Thee Stallion, even though Megan got that restraining order. But I'm also hearing that Megan got her own diss record for Act 3, for Tory. She gonna come out and give Tory the business because she's tired of Tory dissing her. Okay, that's what I've been told. So, Tory, you better watch out because Camel Toe and Megan are on your neck. You already in the clink and got a restraining order. Hopefully they don't try to ruin your appeal because I'm hearing Camel Face might try to do that too. Now, fans are calling out Gorilla Glue. As we know, she's on tour currently. And fans are saying her tour looks like a little backyard barbecue, which is what she called JT's mini tour that she did last year. And said basically that Gorilla Glue is copying JT. Okay, and it do look like a backyard to me. I don't know if these are theaters, but they don't look like arenas. The problem with Gorilla Glue is that she get a little big-headed because she hang around Megan and Cardi B too much, and they got big heads. So I think Gorilla Glue thinks she bigger than what she actually is because she had a really good year last year. So I know she feeling herself, but she got to realize that you're not really that bigger than JT. Yeah, you might sell a little bit more than JT, but to me, you and JT on the same level. Okay. The people that are above you is probably Doja Cat and Doechii. Talent-wise, Doechii is above them. But I think JT and Gorilla Glue on the same level. I actually like JT a little bit more, to be quite honest. Now, moving on from that, Anxiety by Doechii debuts at number 13 on the US Payola chart with 987,000 streams. It also opens at number 41 on global Payola with 2.25 million plays. So, to be quite honest, this is a very good look for Doechii. And she's already done, from when I saw, 20 million streams for the Anxiety song. I like that record. Okay? I think the record sounds amazing. I think Doechii about to get back in her pop lane. I think Doechii could go pop. Okay? She might not have the same mainstream success as Nicki and Doja Cat. But I definitely feel like Doechii gonna have some pop records on her album. I can hear it. She can do pop. Now, moving back on to Nicki. Please, Nicki, get a restraining order on Ray J. He's out here stalking you per usual.
Lil' Kim's like this with me.
Okay.
I used to live with Lil' Kim.
You used to live with Lil' Kim?
I used to live with Lil' Kim in Alpine. She let me stay with her. I had nowhere else to go. I didn't want to pay hotel room. So she let me live with her, right? And so I kind of started the whole Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj beef when I spoke out of turn at a Lil' Kim concert.
Wait, you started the Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim beef?
I spoke out of turn because
What did you say?
I said some shit. You could pull it up. It wasn't cool.
Okay.
It created friction with them, and they shouldn't have. And so I take full responsibility for that. I want her and Lil' Kim to be straight. I think that it's on the right path. I don't know where they are now, but I know that what I did, I'm very apologetic for it.
Now, if you're wondering what Harry Bussy, Ray J, Brandy's crackhead brother, had to say, this is what he said in a club about 13, 14 years ago about Nicki Minaj when he was sleeping with Lil' Kim.
I'm saying Lil' Kim wrote the sexy pen on Song Willie and I love her, right? But I've been seeing a lot of imitators, a lot of imposters trying to do what Kim do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little bit irritated by this shit because I'm like straight up, Kim is the best female rapper in the game. I don't give a fuck.
Now, crackhead Ray J Norwood will be receiving Donkey today. Okay? You only switching up now because Little Kim is washed and your career is in the toilet. You're on Love and Hip Hop. You can't sing. You got a pot belly. You look like you're pregnant, walking around here looking like you 6 months pregnant. And then on top of that, you lost verses. You have no talent, career in the toilet. So now you're trying to back battle to Nicki Minaj. And this is the problem. Nicki Minaj got to stop giving the duds the time of day. Ain't no reason why she did 3 lives with Ray J the crackhead. And this is why they be bringing you up in interviews. See how it resorted to, oh, I started the Little Kim and Nicki Minaj beef, which is false. Okay, he's just clout chasing. It was actually, no shade, Birdman. Okay, because Birdman tried to sign Little Kim to Young Money when she was having label issues. That's another story for another day. But the point of the matter is, what you're saying is not true. They had issues prior to that little club appearance. You need to sit down and stop clout chasing. This is why Brandy don't talk to you now. I can see why. Because you clout chase too much. Sit your bum ass down. Now, Leprechaun Lane's revealed he has been unable to access his funds during his legal battle with his lawyers. His lawyers were demanding $250,000 for his appeal. He reached out to fellow rap artists like Champagne Thickums, Joyner Lucas, A Boogie with the Hoodie, but unfortunately they all ignored him. Chris Breezy, the colorist, stepped up to provide the funds, okay? Because Chris Breezy got that coin. Now, with that being said, though, a lot of people are upset about this, saying, of course, abusers support abusers. I don't look at it that way. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Chris Breezy, the colorist, but I feel like because he was friends with Tory before the shooting incident, you know, he was going to be there with him no matter what. Okay? So with that being said, he reminds me a little bit of Nicki, where they have loyalty to people. It don't matter what the public thinks of them. And so I think he would have supported Tory no matter what. Okay? Now, here's my second piece. Champagne Thickums got to come to the front of the congregation. You know, I've been hearing that Tory has been reaching out to Champagne Thickums, want to do records with him, even before he went to jail, reaching out, you know, for financial help, allegedly, and Champagne Thickums basically has ignored him. But you was posting on Instagram, free Tory. This goes back to what I said, that Champagne Thickums is fake. Okay? You talk about free Tory this, free Tory that. Why don't you put some money on his books? Okay? The reason why he's even saying that goes back to my first point, is because of his issues with Camel Face and how he don't like Megan. He really don't mess with Tory like that. If you mess with somebody, you're going to support them behind the scenes and in public. Not just in public for shits and giggles. Donkey of the day to Champagne Thickums. You should have helped Tory as much as you've been saying free Tory. Chris Brown shouldn't have been the only person. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I don't want to hear about, oh, you know, he didn't want the backlash. Backlash? Didn't he diss Megan, saying that she's a stallion, but she lied about getting shot? Stop it. I've been telling y'all Champagne Thickums is fake, but y'all don't want to believe it. Now, moving on from that, it has been reported that the Recording Academy has removed portions of the Record of the Year award presentation on YouTube. Initial upload, the audience could be seen and heard singing along to the lyrics from Not Like Us, obviously the minor part, and that portion has been removed from the video. A lot of people think it has to do with this lawsuit that Champagne Thickums got with Universal. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I haven't actually watched the video because I already watched the Scammies in real time. So why do I need to go back and watch a video and see if they edited out that portion like it matters. People said it at the Super Bowl, okay, which is even worse. Okay, so it really don't matter if they edit it out at the Scammies. Did they edit it out of his performance at the Super Bowl? No, they did not. Okay, so, at the end of the day, I don't see how this changes the fact that Kung Fu Kenny won the rap beef. It don't change nothing, in my opinion. Now, moving on from that, fans are also calling out Champagne Thickums for wishing Baka Not Nice, Baka with the weird case, a happy birthday. He is signed to OVO. I don't really think that people really know a lot of his music, but he had a blank trafficking charge a few years ago. Okay, he actually went to jail for it. I think he pled guilty for kidnapping a woman, or I think of 2 women, actually. So, that's why Kung Fu Kenny said, why is Baka around? He got a weird case, but it seems as though he gonna stay around. It don't matter because he got out of jail even though he did traffic those women. He was able to get out of jail thanks to Champagne Thickums. So, that's why Champagne Thickums is probably having Baka's back because he felt out with everybody in the industry. Baka has been loyal to him despite his crimes. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, Doechii is receiving some backlash for her recent interview. I think she did on the show Hot Ones.
What's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer. This is a huge red flag for me. All right.
It's so crazy. I was gonna say men.
Strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are taking this as a diss to straight men. And as we know, Doechii got a lot of straight male fans. Okay? And she doesn't need to turn them into enemies. I think she was trolling. I don't think she was taking it too seriously. I think she was low-key trolling, hopefully, because you don't want to end up isolating your male fans, especially when you just start blowing up. I saw a lot of men stick up for you, especially when you won your Scammy, okay? I don't think it would be a good idea. So I think she was trolling low-key. Now, Halle Bailey is receiving Donkey of the Day. Doodoo Garbage has exposed Halle Bailey on stream, saying that she will not allow Halo to see his daddy.
So now if y'all don't see me with my son every day, y'all know I stream every day. Every day I don't see my son, I'ma number it. Let's see. I know she gonna let me see my son now. This is the only way. Behind closed doors, I have not been able to see my son. Only if we on perfect terms and she around is cool. But if we not, I don't get to see him. I don't care to do girl content, whatever the fuck. That has nothing to do with anything that's work. That has nothing to do with me wanting to be around my son, like whatsoever. I don't give a fuck who she fucking, who she talk to, who her nigga is, who she fucking filming movies with. I don't give a fuck. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin because I don't care what she does.
Now, Holly, we try to warn you. I knew this was going to happen once she got tied up with Doodoo Garbage. See, now you having a custody battle with an F-list rapper YouTuber. Okay? This is ghetto. You were in The Little Mermaid. You were on Disney. Okay? You could have won an Oscar. But no. You wanted to get knocked up by an F-lister YouTuber who's now exposing you after basically sabotaging the Little Mermaid rollout and cheating on you with Ruby Whore. So Donkey of the Day to Halle Bailey. I can see why Queen Bee do not push you and Chloe. First, Walmart y'all say, let's burn a boy, play in her face, and now you finna get taken to court by Doodoo Garbage. Ghetto. But am I shocked? No, because a lot of these black women in the industry can't pick good men. Okay. Holly, we talking to you. Kiki, we talking to you. Sky Jackson, we talking to you. Y'all just have terrible taste. And I fear that it won't get better anytime soon. So, donkey the data, Halle Bailey, and Doodle Garbage finna take you to court. This is gonna be a ghetto mess. Now, moving on to the king and prince of rap. So, the king of rap, Kung Fu Kenny, GNX, will return to the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 album chart with 91,000 units sold. It will mark his third week at #1 with GNX. And Champagne Thickums, the prince of rap, will be at #2. Okay. Unfortunately, he will not get a #1 spot this week. He went #1 the first week with Some Sexy Songs, but not this week. It didn't stay #1 for long. But at least he's still at #2. So congratulations to the king and prince of rap. No shade of Champagne Thickums. The reason why he can't be the king is because he lost several rap beefs in the span of 5 years. And then on top of that, he don't write all of his music. Okay, reference tracks have leaked over time. Meek Mill, DJ Drama, they've already exposed that. So that's why he can never be the king. The king you gotta write. But he lost rap beefs to Pusha T. He lost the rap beef to Kung Fu Kenny. And he low-key lost to Joe Budden too. Joe Budden used to eat Champagne Thickums up in the booth. So, yeah, you can't be the king if you can't beat people in rap beefs, okay? You're supposed to be #1. But congratulations to the #2 spot. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.